Shout out to myself for growing up, glowing up, owning these past parts of me, recognizing that what once was is not a part of me, but also recognizing that I was part of the problem with no solutions, years of sitting in my mess until I found the resolutions. I was part of the mess, if I must be honest with myself, afraid to be upfront and real with myself. But growth shows us things that confronts the lies that we tell, available for honesty now in the self-awareness it reveals. I was not always well, wasn't always in my right mind. I was a little wavery, very much not aligned. But the beauty in what was then compared to what is now is that my used to be looks different than my now.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Keeping Up with Kimberly. I have been gone for a couple of months and something has been tugging at me for me to get back on YouTube. It has been an epic fail that I started YouTube over a year ago and um, it didn't go the way that I planned it to go. Or maybe it wasn't my time for YouTube to take off as a business sense. I had to stay consistent and stay the course and do the things that I needed to do for the YouTube channel to grow. And maybe this is the time for me to get back into it. I had to get my footing right, kind of be at peace so that I can bring you all something interesting. I've been working on a few things because I do genuinely want to make this a business. Yes, I want to get on here and create great and interesting content, but I also want to take this seriously as a business because my end goal is to be monetized. Wholeheartedly honest. That's my end goal, is to become monetized so that I can create the income that I am anticipating on achieving, on receiving, on generating. I only work 5 to 6 months out of the year. And when I'm working that those 5 to 6 months out of the year, I have to stretch my income for the amount of income that I accumulate within those months. And it's hard, it's rough on me. So I want to supplement that by creating multiple streams of income. And yes, I have had other businesses in the past, and those businesses did not go as planned either. Maybe those businesses weren't supposed to be what I was supposed to be doing. Maybe that was something that I chose rather than sitting down, being quiet, being still, and asking God where He want to direct my footing. And this time around, I think that I've been doing that, and I've just been still and asking for direction. So yeah, I've been praying more. I've been asking for direction. I've been asking God to illuminate my eyes so that I can see clearly and gain the clarity on what is it that He, wants me to do. And because I was becoming restless, not knowing where I need to be in life or what was my calling. And I know that my calling, my specific calling, is being a service provider. That is my main focus. That is what I enjoy doing, and that is my end goal. But I wanted to do other things to bring more income into my household so that I'm able to take care of myself and my family the way that I enjoy doing. No doubt about it, I don't like being 9 to 5. I enjoy entrepreneurship. So y'all, when I left off, it was the beginning of the new year. I was excited, and I was hopeful that things will go as planned for this year of 2026. And I started to put things in motion so that I could get to where I needed to be, to turn things around. My relationship was shattering. I lost a lot last year. I filed bankruptcy last year. I was in way over my head and almost 300,000 in debt. And those things can take a toll on you and bring you down fast. I started off working in the new year. In one of my previous videos, I'll insert it, and you all can take a look at that. But I started off working for my software company in January to bring in extra income, and that was an epic fail. And I sent them their material, their equipment. I sent them everything back. I was like, I did that for maybe 2 weeks or a week of training, not even a whole 2 weeks, but enough to get one paycheck, enough to get one paycheck. So I sent them their equipment back, and I was like, I can't do this because I'm so used to doing my own thing and delegating my own hours and doing what I want to do when I want to do it. I didn't want to be on anyone else's time, and I thought that that's what I wanted at the time. And it just turned out that that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to work for that company. I purchased my software from the company, but I just didn't want to be an employee of the company. I wanted to, just get through tax season, um, get rid of any type of debts that I had and that was still lingering outside of my bankruptcy, and fix this relationship that has been broken for years. I wanted to figure out my next move and where I needed to be and how I was going to get there. So that was my main focus after I sent all the equipment back. And February through up until now, I've just been working. And now that tax season is over, I'm like, what's my next move? What am I doing? What do I need to be doing? And it's been taking a toll on me. I've been kind of down, not to the point where I'm just totally depressed, but just down because, you plan things and things don't go as planned. But I planned to move and I did. I'm going to insert like a little video of me moving into my new place, and you all get a chance to see what it looks like. I had to downsize. I was coming from a 5-bedroom home down to a 3-bedroom townhouse. So, and I'm happy. It is a beautiful place and I enjoy it, and it's mine, it's all mine. So with that said, like I said, I've been contemplating on getting back to YouTube, trying to take it seriously, trying to grasp the content that I want to bring. I think I'm still going to do travel. I'm still going to have my sit down conversations regarding breakthroughs. Um, and I just want to create a community that enjoys my content on a daily basis or whenever I can bring it to you. I'm trying to stick with a specific uh, day or days out of the week that I'll bring my content and share my videos and share what's going on in my world. And I hope that you all like it. For me, it has to be something that I enjoy doing. That it has to be something that I enjoy doing that takes the least amount of effort, you know. I enjoy running my business. It takes the least amount of effort because I've been doing that for 21 years, over 20 years. I think I'm going into 22 years this October. And so I can run my business, you know, blindfolded, you know, because it's my business. I birthed that baby and raised it, and it has grown, and it's not where it needs to be because I'm just, you know, a one woman show, but it has I have survived off of that business for 20 years, and I'm grateful and thankful for that. Very, very blessed and thankful. So let me tell you why I got on this video today, why I created this video. So I'm sitting there, I got up this morning and I did my walk. And I'm just getting back into trying to get some exercise in. So neither here nor there, but I'm doing something. I did over a mile. But anyways, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm saying my prayers this morning, thanking God that I have a new day to start over. And I'm like, should I start this YouTube channel again? Should I get up and create more content? Then I get a message on YouTube from this person at Baddie Psychology, and he or she, I'm assuming she, said any updates. So I'm here to say at Baddie Psychology, hey girl, hey, because of you this morning asking for any updates, it triggered something in me. It prompted something in me to go ahead and start and to give you all updates, because the last time I was on here was in January, and I wanted to, you know, and it's weird because I have 290, 80 something subscribers. I'm going to check. But, you know, I crack jokes about how I started out with only like 5 or 6, and, you know, 280, 290 of you all would, you know, you want to tune in, and it makes me happy to know that somebody out there in YouTube land is paying attention, is wanting to see my content, you know, wants to subscribe to the channel and wants to know how I'm doing and what's going on. And, you know, so hey, I'm here. I'm creating this video this morning, and trying to see if I can get it out before Friday. I'm not sure on what days I'll start posting, but I'm looking towards maybe Mondays. I'll get my videos out. Right now, the way my schedule is set up, I can only get a video out maybe on a Monday, maybe a Wednesday, 2 days out of the week. And I'll bring something. What? I don't know. The reason why I said we're gonna figure it out is because I'm on this new journey. You know, I'm on this new journey. I'm on this new path of discovery. I'm in my new space. I'm in my new place. And I'm on a new mindset. It's a lot of things that has transpired over the years with, you know, family, friends, relationships. We all go through the same thing. We all have some of the same stories. And it's a lot of people for this year of 2026, not a lot, but maybe about 2 or 3 that were really dear to me and close to me that I had to get rid of. And it was heartbreaking because, you know, you have these type of people with you for so long, but they still bring you down. You don't want to be around people who have that's not growing. they don't want to grow. They choose not to grow. They choose to still be stuck in the past and still be the same. And those type of people you need to get out of your life. You know, it hurts you, but you'll get over it. You will get over it. And that's what I have to keep telling myself. You know, at times I want to pick up the phone and call this person and or the couple of people that I had to let go of, and I'm like, they don't deserve my time or energy. You know, they're gonna pull me back into that same space, and I don't want to be there. I choose not to be there. I choose to elevate and, you know, bring new people into my life. For those that want to be here will be here, and those that don't, like, they'll good riddance, because you didn't have my best interest at heart, you know. And I'm tired of your snake like energy. I'm tired of you reliving the past. The past is in the past. It's time to move forward. It's like we don't have that much time on this earth to keep talking about the same thing that is not of any importance, honestly. I can go on and on about that, and I'm gonna stop right there. But yeah, I had to let go of a few people for 2026, and it's okay. I also, want to recap on the marriage situation. I am separated, and I did that for me as well. When I left our home, it was in March, and so yeah, I am officially separated. I'm going to take my time as far as figuring out if I want to move forward with the divorce. Um, I just wanted to separate at this point. I wanted to get into my own space, and I wanted to create a safe space for me. Because it takes a toll on you when you are married to someone and things are fading, right before your eyes, and there's nothing that you can do about it but to either pray to fix it or to pray to go your own way quietly. And honestly, there was nothing for us to argue about. It was nothing for us to beat each other up for. Like, we've been together for 20 years, so you know this was just time. It was time for us to go our own way. We tried it before in the past, and that lasted, for about 6 months. But this time around, I felt that it was the need for us to end this, because you know when something is ending, and you know when it's time, and then you know when it has ran its course, and it has ran its course for me. You know that majority of the women always are the ones to call it quits. I was done, and I meant that. I wasn't going back, trying to rectify the situation, trying to fix anything, trying to appease anybody, trying to fix what was broken. It has been broken for far too long, and it was just time for us to be in our own space. And I'm happy in my own space. I'm happy and content. Sometimes the loneliness will set in, because you're so used to having your better half with you. And but it doesn't last, for long. You get back into the groove of things. I try to keep myself busy, not to the point where I'm not feeling anything, but busy enough to know that, to get me through the day so that I can start anew. I don't want to hold you all, because I can go on and on and on about, love, life, relationships, separation, all the things that we women go through. And some men, some women will be the one that causes problems in relationships versus the men being the ones. But majority of the time, I want to say it's you fellas out there that always have us women trying to figure out our next move, and you don't take no accountability for that. Majority of you. I don't care. I said it. There's no accountability for your actions, and maybe if you did that, then majority of us will stay in these relationships. So y'all, with that said, I will come back with more content. I will try to be a little bit more consistent. We are going into year 2 of being on YouTube, which will be this upcoming September. And I'm going to try to make it up to 500 or even 1,000 subscribers by the end of December. I just got to bring something to the channel. I'm not going to sit here and talk into this camera every day about my life. I want to bring something that's enjoyable for you all to look at, some great content. Like I said, I want to do travel, so I'll probably implement solo travel into the channel. Something that is refreshing and inviting, and because I'm going to be 50. Like one of my cousins said, now that I'm 50, there's a whole new world out there. We're going to start doing things for me. I'm going to start taking care of me. I've been putting myself on the back burner far too long. So yeah, now that I'm 50, I want to do things that are enjoyable. I don't want to wait for anyone because, people's schedules, conflict, and you don't want to miss your opportunity of doing something grand because you couldn't go because you had to wait on your friend or your cousin or anyone, your husband. You want to do things for you, and that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start living my life for me, for Kim and Kim only. So this is Keeping Up with Kimberly. For those of you that you are not subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. I don't know if I have a hype button. I don't think I'm there yet, but if I do, then hype this video. But on that note, I will talk to you all later. I will see you in another video. And thank you so much for asking if there were any updates. I really appreciate it. It felt really genuine, and it felt like I needed to get back on here and to give you all an update for those who were subscribed and have subscribed and genuinely wanted to know what was going on with me. So like I said, this is Keeping Up with Kimberly, and I'll see you in another video.